Hey guys, what's up? Just got done doing my garage improvements and modernization. Really not gonna be a before and after video as much as it's gonna be just kind of what I did to enhance my garage space and the things that I've done to make my space a little bit more ergonomic and help out for what I do. Everything from cleaning cars to working on cars, improving the lighting and space management and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and let me know what you guys think down below.
As you can see, the garage isn't as quite organized as I would like it. That's why I'm trying to go through and make it a better space and more usable. The first thing I did was try to get the cabinet tops ready. I got these pieces of wood from Lowe's, got them ripped, and used a Minwax PolyShades to stain it. I think it turned out really well. Once I had the countertops completed, I had to finish building out the cabinets.
Kind of impressed with the quality for the price. They really weren't that much. What the plan is I'm going to go ahead and get that countertop ready. I'm going to go ahead and stack it on top of these two, push these two together, and probably use some kind of bracket to hold them together. And then I'm going to transfer them over to here. Try to clean up some of this clutter. I have the compressor over here, pump for my quick jacks and some other stuff in my cart. I really don't need that cart, so I'm probably gonna end up getting rid of it. I got some extra car parts over here in the corner, including my mop bug, so I'm gonna clear all this stuff out of the way and get ready to start mocking up the cabinets.
Hey, so what I'm doing here is cleaning up and getting the area ready for the cabinets. The idea is that I'm going to put the cabinets along the wall underneath where the flag and my wife's reef decor is, and then it'll have a 90, and then the other cabinet will go under the TV.
Hey, so this is the mostly finished product. I got the two cabinets put together and got the countertop done. The stain turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy the way it turned out. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put another cabinet together. I'm gonna stain these two pieces. One I'm gonna use now, one I'm gonna save for later. And what the plan is, I'm gonna move this cabinet over here and all this stuff. I'm gonna put another one right here. So it'll be almost like an L shape connecting both, all three of these cabinets together with one countertop.
So what I'm doing now is putting together the large cabinets. Kind of as I discussed earlier, not much different from the smaller ones, but there is a lot of pieces. So be ready to get it organized and put in a way that you can get it put together without being all over the place. Now that I got the cabinets mostly put together, I'm going to start clearing the space out so I can get the cabinets into position. Once I got the cabinets put all together, I had to get the doors mounted. Just take your time when doing this, and it'll come out just fine. Just make sure you get them squared up. Once I got the cabinet doors put on, then it was time to get the old TV taken down so I could get ready to mount the new one. Also, you see that white line on the wall? That was from the previous shelf, and I was going to get ready to paint over that as well. As I'm painting, you kind of can see that it doesn't look like it matches correctly, but as the paint dries, since it's a flat paint, it really does just blend in super well. I mounted the TV mounting bracket to the wall. Made sure it was squared up, got it put in. Overall, pretty easy process if you just take your time. And once I got it mounted and squared up, I went ahead and hung the TV on it to see how I was going to hang the wires afterwards. Once I got done doing the cabinets and stuff, it was time to move on to the built-in pressure washer setup. Here you can see where I tapped into the existing water line that was coming out from my water softener unit. This helped it go really easily. I put a ball valve right there just so I could shut off the water line if I need to, and then I just ran the line along the wall up over my garage. I pulled the banners down just so I can get behind it. Put the retaining clips in it, and then ran it down right here. And then as you can see, I have a T-fitting where I'm going to split it off between the right side going to the reel and the left side going to the deionizer. And on the next clip, you'll see kind of how I was able to put it all together.
All right, guys, one of the first things I want to do is get it mocked up to see how high I got to mount everything before I start plumbing it in. All right, the first thing I'm going to set up is the pressure washer. So the pressure washer is going to sit on this shelf here like this. Now what I got to think about is this is going to be the output here is going to go into the reel, and then the input here from the water line. So once I have that here like this, and then now I'm going to mock up and see where I'm going to put the reel and the deionizer. The way that I'm thinking for the deionizer, so the this is the supply side of the deionizer, and this is the filtered side coming out. So what that means is I got to have space to run those lines. So I'm thinking I may need to put the deionizer on the left and then the reel on the right. So that's the idea. So that'll be there. And then the reel will go here. Here's the input from the pressure washer. And I think about right there. So I'll have it like this set up. I think that'll work out pretty well. All right, one of the first things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my ruler and I'm gonna level it up right here, and then this will give me my height to work off of. So when I take the pressure washer out of the way, I can know exactly how high I have to work with. If I can get it to stay correctly. Doesn't have to be exactly right, because obviously I'm gonna build some standoff, but this will give me a good idea. All right, got the line in, and that should give me a good idea where to start. First one mocked up, as you can see. And kind of what the idea is that I'm going to take the pieces that I've already pre-cut. So I put the U-joint, put in the ball valve. It's gonna go here like this, and then that one will go there. I'll glue it all up, and then I'll go ahead and get ready to get it all glued in. And then those will act as the shut-off valves, one for the deionizer, and then the other will be going to the pressure washer. I would have liked to have it sit flush against the wall, but just the way that it is and be able to screw in, it's not going to work out that way. The reason being is what I'm going to end up using for hoses into these, that's going to go follow on into the machine, are these flexible braided lines. So these will go in like this. And for example, this one's going to run this end into the deionizer, and then the other one will come down to the back of the pressure washer. All right, so I already cleaned up the mating surfaces, and then I put it back together just so I remember which way it needs to go. And let's get this thing started mounting up. So as you can see, I got the deionizer mounted. One of the cool things is that it came with these. These are quick disconnects. You just kind of pull back on it and it goes in, and then that nozzle. So I bought those metal braided lines that I thought I was gonna have to use for this, but I was able just to cut part of the hose from the hose for the rinsing side and then hook it up via QD, and then it'll have pretty much the same setup going out this way. Now for the reel, I had to put 2 anchors in the ground, in the wall here, masonry anchors, and then I'm going to do 2 more now, and then I'll mount the reel. All right, so we got the reel mounted up. Seems to be working pretty good. Just pull it to it clicks, locks in place, pull again, and then it releases and goes back. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead and start hooking up the pressure washer. The plan in the future is, you can't really see right here, but on the other end there's a electrical line that goes out to my lamp that's on the outside of the garage. I'm probably gonna end up putting a junction box, splicing that at some point. So what I'm gonna do now is get this thing set up for the water line. So what I did is I went ahead and purchased this braided line, and one will go into the feed, the outlet, into the inlet. All right, I got everything installed, let me show you what I ended up doing. Got the deionizer set up, got the reel set up, got a line on the left for the deionizer, one on the right for the pressure washer, got the reel going, got it anchored into the wall. Everything is set up pretty good. The reel works awesome. Gave it a little spin. I haven't washed any cars with it yet, but so far so good. The pressure washer has plenty of power. Ordered this spray gun. I like it. It feels solid. I'll put the link for that one as well. But all in all, it turned out pretty well. Hey guys, just picked up some new garage lighting. Let's open up these boxes and check it out. All right. You know what? I'm gonna grab my table and do it on there. All right, let's see what's in box number 2. All right. So, this big box, just for another identical box. That's all that's in here. That's it. Wow. All right. So I'm about to start putting up the lights, and what I went ahead and did is I used this laser level in order to get a straight line across my garage from the front to back. And then I went ahead and kind of mocked up the lights. I had them all out, but I cleaned them up a little bit so I don't step on them as I'm working around. My initial plan was to do these big squares over each part of my left and right side of my garages, but I have all these obstructions such as the access for my attic and stuff. So not gonna be able to do that, but I'm gonna be able to split the difference in some locations and still kind of go with my idea. It's just gonna be a little bit modified. I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. Let's go. Guys, what's up? Just got the garage finished up. Let me know what you think. I got the lights put in. I got the pressure washer set up. I got the cabinets installed. And right now I'm super happy with how everything turned out. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour of everything I've done so far, and hopefully you guys like it. And hopefully it'll inspire some of you guys to do the same thing to your guys' garage. All right, let's check it out. I gotta say, what I think one of the best additions that I was able to finish up was the lighting. It looks like an operating room in here, guys. Maybe it looks a little dark on the camera, but in person, when you're looking at it, the space is so much brighter. The only thing that I didn't have enough lighting to do was these last 2 parts at the end, but I was able to order these that were pretty much the same matching color and get all the lighting done. It wasn't worth buying a 3rd kit just for that little bit extra, but maybe I could have planned it out a little bit better. But really overall, I'm super happy. As you can see, it just lights up the cars so well. I think later on when I'm doing detailing and polishing, it'll make it so much easier. And then I got the pressure washer set up. So far, this has been a really, really good kit. I've used it a lot. Sometimes I'll just pressure wash the cars off, use a deionizer and rinse it, and it's good to go, as long as I have a good coat of wax on it. Wasn't really that hard. Ran the lines, 2 separate lines, one for the pressure washer, one for the deionizer, just ran it around. Got some new banners for the garage as well. Kind of help enhance the motif, if you will. Retractable power cords. I've had those for a while, but they're always super handy. Did the cabinets. Well, I did this for the wife. I matched all the boxes. Before it was all different types of brands and colors, so I matched those all up for her home goods. And then I built these cabinets, and then I cut down and redid the countertops on these. I just bought the solid piece of wood, had it cut. A little wonky here because I didn't have quite enough, so I had to cut this into it right here. But overall, it does what it needs to do. I had some left over, so I ordered a couple legs off of Amazon and built this table. This is where I can show some of the products when I'm unboxing them, doing different things on this. Sits right over here for now. I move it when I need to use my gym setup. This is the PRX home gym. It just pops out from the wall. Have all my weights over here. Really like this cubby hole space. It comes in super handy. As you can see, kind of did this L-shaped along with the wall, comes down here. I ended up remounting the new TV. Got it all set up a little bit centered, kept the whiteboards to keep my projects on task. Got the toolboxes here. Then I installed a 24,000 BTU AC. This thing is a game changer. I don't ever want to be in a garage again without one. It's super awesome. Have my new age cabinets that have been doing well so far. I've been happy with them. I really got no complaints. Ordered this cabinet over here from Amazon. Doesn't match perfectly, but like I said, it kind of does what I need to do. Got my workbench. Probably later on, I'll probably mount a grinding wheel and a vise to this. I have a vise over on the other side of the garage. I just haven't mounted it to the setup yet. And then I got my hose and reel for my air compressor. I keep my air compressor just tucked up underneath here, right next to the sink and the fridge. All the bikes are on the wall. But overall, just super happy with how everything turned out. I hope you guys like it, and let me know your thoughts and what you would have done differently, or maybe what you would have liked to seen different. I'm sure what a lot of you guys will say, hey, why is only a portion of your garage have the ceiling paint in black? Really, two reasons for that. I wasn't sure how much I was gonna like it and how much it was gonna darken the overall space. Two, my ceiling is textured, so it takes a lot when you do it. It's not the best paint job. So I'm still on the fence. I bought more paint, if I'm gonna paint it all black or not. I kinda like the white, but I can understand why some people would think it's off-putting when you kinda have it going from one color to the other. But I kinda like that it separates the two sections and kinda breaks it up. I do have the blue stripe on the wall right now. I probably will end up painting that black to kind of match, and then I'll probably end up painting these walls as well a different color. But as of right now, it all is fine for every day. The insulation on the garage doors has seemed to have been working awesome. My garage stays pretty cool for the most part. Got my quick jacks mounted over here. Everything's pretty easy and accessible. Just got some car parts over there I'm waiting to install. That'll be next for the 718 and another project I just picked up that I'll be introducing to you guys in a little bit. But overall, this is it. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for everything. Bye. Hey guys, what's up? I hope you enjoyed the garage update video. I had a lot of fun making it, and if you guys did like it, please like, subscribe, share the video with your friends and family. It would really help me out a lot. Also, if you want to help out the channel, think about supporting Rinjager Motorsports. What is Rinjager? Rinjager is a motorsports apparel company that's looking to branch out into other spaces as it builds. You can do that by checking at rinjager.com. That's RENNJAGER.com. I'm rocking the Rinjager Reifen Killer. What does that mean? When you translate it, it means tire killer. They also got the Rinjager itself on the back of the T with the outline of the ring. For all you guys out there that like the Nordschleife, they got the Rinjager crest. They also have the basic Rinjager T. So like I said, if you guys like the channel, please like and subscribe and go check out rinjager.com. Thanks guys.